Today I will review a movie. Platform. It's a movie that will excite everyone in 2019. Talk about a stratified prison. Know how many floors? Looking up cannot see the end. The end point was not seen looking down. Each floor has two people. The male is this bearded man, Goring. That day he woke up in the cell. Found himself on the 48th floor. Opposite him is an old man with pale hair. In his eyes was malevolent lust. Congratulations, he said. The first time was on the 48th floor. Suddenly the old man knelt down. A board was brought down from above. It is full of food up there. The old man immediately ate like a hungry tiger. Goring saw that the food on it was all scraps. Goring understands. If there are 47 floors up there, their food is leftover rice of 94 other people. The old man advised Goring to eat, because there is only one meal per day. He picked up a pear. Pocket. The food table started moving downstairs. The old man finished his alcohol and threw the bottle downstairs. Goring asked, "Why do you have to do that?" The old man said, "No problem, no matter what the person below will eat." Suddenly Goring felt hot. The old man explained, "Because you stole your food, so the temperature of this floor will rise indefinitely, until both were burned to death." Goring had to throw the pear away. At midnight he heard a loud echo. Then the floor is constantly raised to zero. But the next day the old man ate like a hungry tiger. Goring still refuses to eat other people's leftovers. He asked the old man, "How many floors are there?" The old man did not know, because he only reached the 132nd floor. He continued, "How much food are there?" The old man said, "Nothing left. I want to contact the person above. Request to eat in moderation." The old man said, "The people upstairs don't even listen to all these shitty words." That day, along with the banquet table was brought down. There was also a woman on it. Goring talks to her, but she doesn't answer. The old man said, "This girl comes down once a month to find your baby." The girl quickly went downstairs. People downstairs saw a woman forcing her up, intending to do bad things, shouted Goring. But the floors were 6 meters apart. He dared not jump. His anxiety quickly turned into surprise, because the screams turned into a man's voice. The girl casually returned to the table. "In my hand holding a knife, I'm covered with blood." So she was an assassin. Day by day, Goring also started to eat. That evening, the old man said, "Man, pray for us. I have smelled the anesthetic smoke. Tomorrow we will be thrown to another floor. Hope not to fall too low." After saying that, they also sleep, until Goring woke up. He was tied up tightly all over. The old man holding the knife appeared. "That he tied you up," he said. "Sorry man." They were thrown to a bad floor. Goring glanced. Level 171. On this floor, absolutely no food. To want to live is to eat someone else, or to be eaten. Goring began to hear all kinds of screams. The same thing happened on many floors nearby. Some people cannot stand the pain. Not long after, the table was lowered again. Indeed, there was nothing to eat on it. The dishes are also licked clean. He said, "I'll wait 8 days. After 8 days he will eat Goring's flesh." Time passed quickly but for Goring. Probably the painfully slow torture. "Every day I tear my throat, but no one comes to save." Past the 8th day, the old man arrived. Started to slice him. Goring shouted bitterly, and came back to life. Until he saw female assassin down under the banquet table. She knocked the old man down, saved him. Goring accepted the knife the girl brought. He looked over. The female assassin is eating the old man. Then follow the table down. A few more days passed. Goring originally claimed to be a civilized person. Cannot stand the hunger. To the body of the old man. Swallow a piece of maggot. Wait for the next day to wake up. Was up to the 33rd floor. His inmates also changed. Is a woman holding a dog. She used to be from the prison guard company. "I don't know why I got here." She said this prison has a total of 200 floors. The food they prepared was enough for everyone. But if the person upstairs eats too much, the people downstairs will have no food left. She has a lot of rules. Eat only a little bit every day. At the same time, advise the people downstairs to control their hunger. Leave it to people from below. But the people downstairs didn't listen. Until today, Goring couldn't help but went out and spoke. "If you don't reduce your intake, I will go to the toilet on your food." This sentence only stopped people downstairs. A few more days passed. The banquet table was brought down. Female assassin lying on it. The spirit is not clear-cut. Goring quickly hugged her down to treat. In the middle of the night, he was woken up by a cry. He saw 2 women fighting. When the female assassin killed his friend's dog to eat. The female assassin killed a person downstairs. New inmates said, "I came here because I am very sick. I can't live anymore. I just want to help improve the situation." But obviously she didn't have that ability. Another day Goring woke up. Found herself on the 202 floor. The inmates understood that the world was worse than she thought. She desperately choked herself. Goring looked down. The end point has not been seen yet. Then the other female prisoner was wrong. This prison doesn't have only 200 floors. He screamed painfully, for living under this situation for a month. The option of the soup is whether to eat the meat yourself or not. A few days ago, he was still alive by eating paper. Until one day, he was starving. To the female prisoner. The next time he woke up, Goring discovered, "I have reached the 6th floor, thank goodness. This week's inmate is a black man. Carry a rope." He wants the person upstairs to keep him up. Just climbing each floor like that is able to escape. The men and women on the 5th floor happily agreeing to catch the rope, but just as the Negro was about to arrive, they let go of the rope, get him down. Luckily, Goring caught it. The black man cried and cried, no more ropes. His succession or escape failed. Don't worry about the coming food, very complete, seems untouched. They eat for a while, and the food drops again. Goring saw that the 7th floor man had begun to destroy. He comes up with a plan to change the world. Talking to the Negro, the two of you go down, control the amount of food on each floor. Try to divide each floor evenly, then follow the concrete slab up. The Negro agreed. The two finished their weapons, started down. In the first 50 floors, they do not feed others. One way down, a terrifying journey. Down further, people are crazy. They are resorting to force. From the 51st floor, they started to share food, but also found all kinds of bodies. Watch out, the female assassin was down again. Looking for your kids, killing those scum. Up to one floor, they found the female assassin, was captured and killed by two big guys. Goring rushed to avenge her, the Negro also helped. But the two big guys are very strong. Goring and his black friend were killing them, whole body wounds. They continued to go down. Increasingly cruel and terrifying. However, they quickly divided all the food. But the concrete slabs still come down. Two people hold a piece of cake. Wanted to let it reach the first floor, let the person on top know. Someone wants to change this world. By week 333, this is the last floor. They found a little girl under the bed. Two people are unbelievable, this is the killer girl's daughter. The concrete banquet table still went down, there was nobody else down there. Only a dark space like hell. They found her very hungry. Decided to remove the jelly, let her eat. The next day, Goring discovered that the Negro had died from losing too much blood. He put her on the table. Let her go upstairs according to the concrete slab, and I go into the dark space, which is also hell. In this movie, the stratified prison represents social class. From the ruling class has more resources, at will, to the class who can only eat leftovers. And the lower class that contested, plundered and even turned into beasts just for food to survive. It can be seen that human nature is greed. We ask a few people to fast, but cannot ask everyone to be. You can use violence to bind other people, but cannot use civilization to feel. Finally, Goring brought her up, just to prove it to the person on top to see, sister to prove to the top. Although this world has a cruelty ruthless heart, but still people believe, still trying to prove a little light.